Yo, I swear to God, yo, yeah, I was looking at the intro right just now. You can see the evolution of Josh pre-COVID and after. You see him all cleaned and shit. Now he's all rugged.
Right.
Also, though, too, this is pre-COVID Josh, right?
Okay.
And this is post-COVID Josh.
Yo, man. Shout out to.
Yo, I'm so out of shape. Just doing that fucking hurt. I just like pulled something.
Yo, what mic you using? You sound like you're using
hang on. I'll switch over.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome to New Comic Book Day Review, man, with East Meets West, man. We over here talking shit, man. And yeah, man. Welcome over, everybody. I'm here with my brother from the West Coast, my broski Gomez. What's going on?
Your boy, everything's good. Let's go. Let's get these cover fires and some reviews on what comics we read. So just in case you guys didn't get a chance to read it, want a little synopsis of what we thought about it, or if you read it and want to join what we've been reading. So yeah, happy to do this weekly. Let's go. Let's get it going.
Yes, man. And I'm here with my other brother, man, from another mother, man. I'm here with Josh G, man. Josh, what's going on?
Dude, I like pulled something in my side doing that. Like it really fucking hurt.
Oh man, that's it. We'll call the ambulance right now. We'll see the ambulance pick Josh up.
No, don't call an ambulance. That's a pricey bill, man.
I'll bring a 2-liter orange soda while they at it.
That's a comic book right there. I'd rather walk my ass to the hospital.
Yo, what you said, bro? You said nothing an orange soda could cure? That's it.
No, I said they'll bring a 2 liters of orange soda as well.
That's another thing I gotta stop.
Oh my God. All right, guys, man. So yeah, you already know, man. We're gonna do like Broski said, man. We're doing CBSI's Cover Fire from Mike Morello, man, and then we're gonna do our we're reviewing 5 books this week from New Comic Book Day, guys. And one that everybody's been waiting for a while already is Venom 35. So and let me just give a shout out to our friends of the show, guys, man. Here we got Jose Gonzalez, man. Shout out to Jose Gonzalez, man, doing things over here, man. When you go, hit him up on IG on Spidey's_powder_tumblers, guys. Here, get your custom made powder coated stainless steel tumblers, guys, man. Your keychains, coasters, wallets, man.
Knives,
everything. Tell him we said what's up, man, and go check out, man, his IG. You see, Susie, she got some arms now. You know what I mean? So,
oh yeah, I've seen that shit.
You see that? Yeah, definitely, man. Says here we got 212, guys, man. Express CBP, guys. Hit him up on IG, or hit him up in his personal IG. EROD212. Email expresscbp@yahoo.com. With our EmW 10% off for his cleaning and pressing, guys. He also does submission through CGC and CBCS, guys. With CGC does 10% off, guys. And last but not least, it's going to be Skeleton Comics. Shout out to Angie over here at Skeleton Comics. Here you can pre-order your books, guys. Catch our FOC show, man. And get your books in time, man. Pre-order your books over here at Skeleton Comics. Use our one-off code EmW10. We also got Thoro 10 and New York Warriors as a one-off code, guys. All right, here you get your action figures, Funko Pops, comic book supplies, etc. All right, and those are our friends of the show, guys. Friends of the show. Shout out to them. Let me give a shout out to the people in the chat, man. Let me just hit that up. Bam. All right. So yeah, let's see. We got Bricks the Iron Geek in the building. What's going on? Cold Red Comics is in here. We got Audi. Real Root 6 is in the building. Tino 73 is here. Neil. And that's about it for now, guys. I'll start giving shout outs if I see people, joining the chat, man. But yeah, man, let's start this off. Let's start this off this week, man, with the CBSI Cover Fire. All right. Let me just put that up there. Bam. All right. From Mike Morello again, guys. You already know, man. He has no incentive variants in this one or store variants are covered in this feature ever. All right, guys. Let me see. Let me just start off from the bottom, and then we're going to go to the winner, guys. We're going to go backwards this time. We're going to start off with stiff competitions. I think it's 3 books. 3 books as the runner-ups, and then the winner of the week for the cover. Let's see. This one is Essentia issue number 5, guys. Cover done by Lucio Perillo. If you watched the Indie Spotlight on Thoro's channel, we was talking about this book. And there's 2 covers to this. There's a nice little, play nice cover, and then there's a nice little naughty cover. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys. Here he says, my man Mike Morello puts down. Well, the weight for this cover, and it's a nude version variant. There you go. Is over. It has been solicited a few times and been delayed. Sounds familiar with other certain books that we do on FOC. It is a weird play for Perillo to do a cover for a similar indie, and I like that. It is a great cover and really creepy with all the things the main company cover would never have: nudity, bondage, and violence. Guys, I'm digging this creepy ass cover. Perillo's a dope ass artist. But again, like we said it last week with the Joker cover, it has that oily type slick look to it. Yeah, Broski, what you think of it?
Yeah, Lucha Perillo is a great artist. I did order the Rescue, and I think I ordered a set, a regular and the Rescue cover. I just like the way it is. It's just the detail on the whole situation. He's going to drill the shit out of her. So I can't wait to see what's actually inside the book interior. So I'll give it a read, even though I don't read a lot of these like type of books in a way. When I get a chance, I will. But I want to see what this is all about. Even though it's issue 5, you still can sometimes pick up books in the middle and see what it's all about before you start to think backtrack. So I'll probably give it a read when I get it. But yeah, definitely a sick ass cover.
Yeah, I did. I agree with you, man. And Josh,
I wonder if that drill is supposed to be metaphorical. Not metaphorical, the YouTube seller. I mean metaphorical, the metaphorical drilling her and drilling her.
I don't know. I guess it's a creepy, weird cover. I'll tell you that, though.
Yeah, not really my thing, but
definitely, man. My man Neil said, "What's good, broski? What's going on? What's going on?" Perillo brings the fire regularly. Yes, he does. Yes, he does, man. I agree. We're gonna move on from here to. There's another Perillo cover here too, guys. I know this. But we're gonna move on from here to Luna, another stiff competition. Luna number 5 from Boom Studios, cover done by Franny. Broski, what you think of this cover?
It's okay. It's good. It's a decent cover. It's the colors and details of the flowers. You don't get that many comics like that. But I don't know. I'm not really feeling this one. I'll pass on it myself.
You know what? I forgot to read Morello. Let's see what he says in the arc. Maybe gets a little see why he picked it.
Franny,
man, Luna number 5, he puts down, man, gorgeous color from an artist who is sure to have a breakout cover one of these days. If you haven't been paying attention to Franny, you might want to start doing so. All of these Luna's issues have had at least one beautiful and very artistic cover. I know this one won't be for everyone, but it is artistically stunning. I dig it. I'm liking the colors on this, man. Nice little flat colors, dope. You know what I mean? But bright at the same time, if that makes sense. But Josh, what do you think?
Nope. Next.
Nah. Nope. There you go. Oh man, so we're moving on to Silver Coin, guys, for the last stiff competition book, man. Is Silver Coin issue number 3, man. And Broski, who did this cover? Because I cannot pronounce that bullshit. Yeah?
Anan Radhakarashan.
What? Who?
I said Anan Radhakarashan.
That's actually kind of fucking close.
Yo, right?
Yeah. Renad Radhak Rashanan.
Yeah, I was.
Wait a minute. Radhak Rishanan.
Radhak Rishanan.
Like the end, it doesn't like flow. Radhak Rishanan.
Yeah, it doesn't. But dope. I like the cover. But let's see.
Radhak Rishnan. Anad Radhak Rishnan.
Oh man, all right, yo.
Is that your final answer?
A Silver Coin issue number 3, man. My man Mike Morello has put that, man. Super weird but cool cover from an artist I'm not familiar with. I haven't read this title, but this cover definitely is intriguing. And he puts down the name Radahasha Kakanan. Clearly took some lessons from McKean and Sienkiewicz, but it works. And I do see Sienkiewicz type vibe inspiration from this. I'm liking it. I like the art on it. And Broski, what you say?
Yeah, it screams my way. Silver Coin. I think it's a horror book, so it ties with it, goes with it. I'm not really sure. Silver Coin, right?
Did you say a horror book?
A horror.
Oh.
A horror comic.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, hey, you never know. She might be. That's why she died. But let's see. I'll say this is the fact that I haven't read it. So I don't know if I'm gonna give it a read. There's so much shit out there, so much stuff. But a dope ass cover. It's something different. But I'm with you. I'm with Mike Morello. It does look like Sequel's cover. I see that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, real quick, man. Lords of Brooklyn said, "Yo, stop performing spells with that name." What?
Dude, I was about to say, like, if you say that name like correct 3 times, it opens up the multiverse.
You know what I mean? Hey, yo, but Josh, what do you think of the cover, man?
Nope, pass.
Not your style, not your style. Okay,
nope.
Man. I like it because you get the Sinkovich vibes. I like that.
Yeah.
So
weird.
All right, so we're moving on from stiff competitions to runner-ups, man. And the first runner-up is going to be Sacred Six issue 10. This is the other Lucha Perillo cover that I was talking about from Dynamite, guys. Here, my man Mike Morello has put down another gorgeous Perillo. I don't care how many covers of nearly naked women he produces, because the man knows how to paint them and do it really well. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. This is one of the best in a long time, which is saying something. So he put his Essentia covers for the week are also worth taking a look at, which you already did, man. So I'm thinking it. I'm liking it. I know Broski, you a big Lucha Perillo guy, man. What do you think of this cover?
Yeah, the details. It looks almost like life, like almost like Alex Ross vibe. The fact that it's so real that the imagery of the person. So I don't read Sacred Six. I think I'll get in trouble if I read it and wife sees me. So I just try to stay away from that when I can. But yeah, no, it's dope ass art.
Am I bugging or get like a Vampirella type vibe, but just the black version of it? You know,
I mean, why wouldn't you get a Vampirella vibe from it? It's Dynamite, and they can't do anything other than Vampirella or freaking Red Sonja. I mean, and we'll get to that in FOC later, but it's like, do fucking something different for once. One time, I hate Dynamite. Hey. I'll say it straight up. I hate Dynamite.
You know why? It's because it'd be like, damn, them women are dynamite, son.
No, you know what the thing is? 90% of them aren't, though.
Yeah.
So we're going to show great book. I haven't yet. Definitely, man. So yeah, guys, awesome. I like the Perillo cover, definitely, man. Nice to see that. So next book we're gonna see is and we're gonna see this book again, man. This is Venom issue number 35. Cover done by Simone Bianchi, guys. Love the art on this. Digging it. I not my favorite Venom cover of that came out this week, but it's nice. I also get a Sienkiewicz type vibe on this one, man. Let me see what my man Morello has put down here. He said the only other Venom cover to take a look at this week, and it's a great one. Which means he has another Venom cover on this list. You just gotta wait to see which one it is. Although it does feel like this one has been done before by other artists. That doesn't stop this one from standing out amongst the absolute barrage of 47 covers. Damn, 47 covers for real. And probably a few more than that I missed. Fantastic details and emotion with expertly intricate line work, guys. Josh, what do you think of this cover?
It's okay. It's certainly not my favorite of the Venom covers. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's okay.
All right. Broski.
I'm not really feeling it. I saw it, but it looks like it's an infected more than like an infection of a creature. Like, you know, kind of like Aliens vibe.
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
I don't get no Venom vibe on this one. The teeth's all fucked up, and I don't know. The teeth they scream like he's more infected than he is a symbiote. So I didn't like it when I saw it. It's just too much. And then the eyes. Where's the eyes? The eyes. He's crying.
Yeah, he's crying. He's crying for you, bro.
Last book of
his front teeth look like he's like a snake or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cobra Kai.
Hey, shout out to my man Hip Hop Send Me, man. He says, "What's up, ESP Squads, Brother Rings? What's going on? Yeah, what's up, man? So you know we're gonna see another cover in here from Venom, and we're gonna move on from there. And we're gonna move up to the last runner up, and it's gonna be X Corp right here. Issue number 2, cover done by David. Aha. Oh, Aja. It's Aha. Here, my man Morello put down, man. Let me see what he put down. He put that I realize that AHA is a matter of personal taste, but I love this boldness and simple use of lines, shape, and colors. This one has tons of impact and uses negative space, well coupled with impeccable design aesthetic. Guys, I like this cover. I like this cover for the simple fact what my man said. It's simple. The negative space is, pretty dope. It is a certain taste to like, what I'm saying, for this type of art. But Broski, what you say about this one?
I like it. It reminds me of the book that I'm trying to run. I'm trying to complete, which is the Scarlet Witch. They had a lot of red and black in it. I can't remember what it was. It's a story that I'm trying to read once I collect the whole story. But she had like a volume, and the detail of it's like has that kind of aspect to it, which is a lot of the white background with the colors and everything just standing out. So I like it. It's different.
There you go. There you go. And Josh.
I like how there's only like 3 or 4 colors in it. I like that. I don't really care for the picture, mainly because I just don't even know what it is. So,
and you have you been familiar with this title?
Nope.
No, me neither. Not at all. So yeah, man. So we're gonna go to the last book, man. Last book of the list, man. And this is the winner of the week. And I've seen this book for like a couple months already, man. I pre-ordered it, and I'm loving it, man. I'm liking it. The artist is, the best, one of the best out there, man. It's gonna be Jock, man, from Venom 35. That's the winner of the week, guys. Let me read a little bit what my man Morello put down. This, and there goes my mic. All right, he put down. Even though his Jupiter's Legacy cover this week is a little pedestrian for him, I'm still not sure why that show got the act. Yo, me neither, man. On Netflix, I don't know why. I enjoyed it. Man. Whatever. He crushes it on the Venom offering. It's hard to go wrong with a top tier Jock cover, which I agree. This one is really solid. Great impact with an excellent eye for line and design. There is a 1 in 500 version of this, which I doubt any of us will even, let alone afford. And I agree, man. I'm loving this Jock cover, man. When I first saw this book, man, this was the cover that I wanted to get. I know this book too was a $10 book. Right? I think it was $9.99.
Yeah, that was the retail value.
Yeah. So I had to pick and choose which covers I wanted, and obviously I wanted the A cover. And this was the one I wanted. I picked. I love it. Jock is one of my favorites. And he's done Venom before. This is a nice little cover there, man. Broski, what you think?
Yeah, this is the only one I got from A&S Comics that I ended up getting because he displayed on his IG, and I wasn't gonna pick any up. And I was like, if I'm just gonna get one because I do collect the run, but I'll just say I'll get the Jock. I'll get the Jock cover just to finalize it. That's the only cover I really did pick up. So, okay. Yeah.
And my man Josh, what you think of the Jock cover?
Yeah, I like it. I got a couple copies of it. I think this would have been better. I know probably a lot of people wouldn't like if they did this, but I wish they just did this as the 1 in 500 instead of doing this and then having a version of this as the 1 in 500. It kind of makes both a little less special. But I mean, it's dope. I mean, literally almost anything Jock does is awesome. It gives you a little bit of that Detective 880 vibe to it, a little bit.
Yes. No, I see it. I see what you're talking about. And
I think like this one would have been good if it was just a 1 in 25 instead of a regular cover. Have all those A, B, and C's. If this was a 1 in 25, I think it would have got a little bit more steam.
Dude, if I guarantee you, if this book was a 1 in 500 and they didn't have 2 copies of it, because I think when they do a version of it as a ratio incentive, I think that's the biggest freaking cop out ever.
Yeah,
I agree.
If they did this as a 1 in 500, this book right here, this would probably be like $1,000 book, $1,000 to like $1,500 book, like right out the gate.
Good point, Josh. Good point. All right, so those were our covers of the week, man. I agree, with the winner. I love that cover. That cover was awesome. Like I said, man, am I on that? I think like when it first dropped on previews. So yeah, guys, we will be reviewing Venom in a few. We're gonna leave that for last, man. But there is other books that we wanted to talk about too on this list, man. Usually we do like 4 books, but this week, since it was Venom coming out this week, we had to do Venom, and it was the last issue.
A lot of books this week. A lot of other books that we didn't even pick to review. That just a lot of good books this week.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I said that earlier when I was like, yo, this week, yo, good books drop, a lot of them. And I try to read a little bit more than but I was like 5 books is enough. You know, I was busy as it is. But I still want to read, so I'm gonna take care of that tomorrow. Certain books. And a lot of indie books I'm more into like right now that I want to read too. Let me just share my screen. Bam, bam.
I tried reading that Planet Size X-Men. Man, I don't know if it's just because like I haven't read X-Men before and I needed to read like the last couple issues, but like I know like there's a bunch of people enjoying it, and maybe it's because I just don't have the context to it, but man, I just could not get into that at all.
Yeah,
I was following along, but I was still lost at the same time. But the artwork inside of it is amazing, though.
Okay, all right. Well, you give it that, man. But at the same time, it's like, where do you start to catch on? Because there's like so many different X-Men titles.
Dude, I thought this would probably be that title, and I guess in a way it is, or maybe it's like 2 or 3 issues back with this Hellfire Gala or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's the next. No, because I think they're starting off again. Isn't X-Men? Maybe I'm wrong. Are they starting the title over again? I think they are.
I think they are.
Yeah,
I think that's why they dropped this Planet Size.
Yeah, right.
All right, so there we go, man. Have been catching up tonight. All right, no doubt. Is it good? Well, it was good. Venom. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it, man. Venom was good. It was a good read this week, man. Let me see. My man Guy Forge, Comic Forge from Pressable Defects. Shout out to you, bro. Thanks for joining us, man. Yes. What's good? What's cracking? Just chilling, drinking a beer, man. Shit, man. I need to copy a nice little 6-pack too, man. Nice Modelo, cold ass Modelo right now would do me good, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, guys. So let's start this review, guys. I know Broski didn't read one book. I think it was Venom. He hasn't read because he said he was waiting for the trade so he can just read it all in one, and that's understandable, man. It was a good read, man, from Johnny Case, man. So yeah, we're gonna start off. Let's see, with these books, man. We're gonna review Venom 35, BRZRKR 3, guys. Radiant Black 5, Nightwing 81. I can't say any bad things about Nightwing recently, man. It's been a great read. And then Nottingham, man. You already know Nottingham. It's freaking phenomenal, man. On Nottingham.
Every single one of these books was good this week. Every single one.
Yes, I agree, man. And you know which was surprisingly good that I thought it was going to be meh because it was last issue was meh too. It was Radiant Black. Radiant Black was good this week. It was. I read it. It was good. Talking about Radiant Black, that'll be the first book we're going to review, man. Story done by Kyle Higgins, man, and the cover done by Doyley. Right? Doyley, or whatever. Doyley. This issue was freaking badass. This is good. I don't know if it had anything to do with the Radiant Black character being a different person this time. I don't think so. But we get to see other Radiant colors. Should I say? Can I say? Yeah, because we got to see a red one. You know what I mean? But go ahead, Josh. You read it, right?
Yeah. So the one issue that I have one of the issues that I have with this story, even though it's good, is it jumps around like too much. Like, yes. It's like skipping over parts that I feel that you need to explain what is going on, and it's kind of just skipping over these parts now to get to action. It's like the first couple of issues were very wordy, and like I'm hoping that they killed off. I forget what his name is at this point.
I forgot to, yeah.
Because
but in this issue, he's not. He's so far. He's barely alive.
Well, he took a breath, but they said that he's in a coma. He's in brain activity.
He's in a coma right now. So my theory is this situation that's happening. He's going to give it back, Radiant back to Nathan, even though Matthew has her at the moment. And I even called it out that it was a girl in the beginning, the red one, and it was a girl.
You did.
And she was just scaring him, like just messing around. Didn't want to take it personal, but that building that happened, that building that smashed down, that one was like tipping of the iceberg, and I really liked it. There's a lot of question here, but that's what makes you want to read the comic because you still want to understand what's going on. But I kind of like. Didn't expect more Radiant Blacks. You got the yellow and you got the blue or it was like a green or something. Yeah, Pete, the girl and the older gentleman, which I have a feeling this is going to prolong and tell backstory of that those characters that how they became Radiant Black. So I think that's what's going to end up happening. And the fact that this might be a big key book, I think personally, because it shows the first appearance of the actual person they're after.
Yeah, like
I
forgot his name. I forgot
at the very end. It's at the very end of the book, and it shows that he's there to end life. So it's something with the way that things are. It's just crazy. It's intriguing. I like it. I'll keep reading it because it is something different.
See, but the thing is though, is like this is starting to feel very Power Ranger-y to me. You know,
think so?
Yeah. Once these other two showed up, and then you got the bad one. It's kind of like almost like, you know, like the original Rangers, and then Tommy coming in as the Green Ranger. I don't know. Like, and this guy writes, I think, the Power Rangers, one of the Power Rangers books. So I hope that's not where it's going. Not that there's anything wrong with Power Rangers. I mean, well, old school Power Rangers anyway.
Yeah.
It's good. It's definitely keeping me wanting to read it, but they need to fill in some of this story, I think, a little bit better. It's either way too much description or not enough. He needs to find that sweet spot.
I agree with you with that, man. And like Broski said, we did get to see a new character in this issue, guys. Is he the big bad? We don't know. like to what Josh said, like Power Rangers, he's like the Green Ranger when he first appears, right? You know, like so I do get the Power Ranger vibe on this one here too, bro. I'm feeling it. First Dragon Ball Z, and now Power Rangers. How many enemies do you need, Josh? Oh man. All right, man. So that's our read, man. I thought this one was real good. I thought, listen, after issue 4, because issue 4 was like you said before, previous issues they were good. It started good, then it started, losing a little bit. But this issue is kind of like it's getting us, it's piquing my interest again on Radiant Black. So I'm still with it, man.
I'm with you on that.
So yeah, man, we're gonna move on from Radiant Black issue number 5 to BRZRKR issue number 3, guys. Story by Keanu Reeves and Matt Kent, and the cover done by Raphael Grandpa. Guys, I'm digging this book, man. These past couple issues has been like more of a backstory, origin type thing of BRZRKR, the BRZRKR character. I'm digging this one. Broski, what you say about BRZRKR?
I actually didn't read issue 2, so I had to get backtrack and read issue 2 in order to read this one, and I like it because it's giving you the origin of him being, a god in a way, given by what happened with his mother, and the fact that his dad is not really, he knows he's not really his father, but he's making him go through all these battles. You gotta finish this side of the battle because or this war because they might come and try to defeat you. So let's defeat them, since he knows he has that godlike person. I forgot his name actually, but he shows his origin of why he heals and the stuff he does, and it's just a straight slaughter what he does with all the people. And he goes to that main town, the big one, and ends up slaughtering everybody, so no one's around for revenge in the future, which his father tells him. So it's a lot of backstory, like you said, and it leads up to what he's going to be doing. Right now, he has to go to another mission at the end. So it's nonstop for him. He didn't get no rest. He just gets that little interview, and he's back at it. So I don't know. It looks to me like he's been fighting for all his life and regenerating himself, and then getting these memories. So it's a good story. It's a real good story, better than I thought it was going to be. It's way better than Crossover, which I didn't really like Crossover, because this one's really I'm really intrigued of the storyline and what's going to happen with his parents, because they have not yet told what's going to happen. He's still going to that story explanation. So
yeah, I mean, story wise, man, I'm telling you one thing right now. Matt Kent and Keanu Reeves is doing a good story. Like I'm enjoying the backstory of this. My man, he's tired basically. He don't want to be like a tool or whatever it is that he that his mother told him. He don't want to be a tool, and his mother trying telling me you're not a tool, whatever. But I think at the end, man, I'm this is just me guessing what's going on. He's gonna just go savage, just go ham on his peoples. You know what I mean? Because he's fed up. So we'll see. We'll see. Josh,
even his mother even says to have him stop doing that, and the father's like, one more.
Yeah. Josh, what do you think of issue 3?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, it doesn't really move the story forward at all, but just more backstory. I have a feeling that his father is, making him wage war on all these other villages, but kind of saying, we need to take them out because they want to kill us. And I have a feeling it's not probably true with a lot of these places, and he's just his adoptive father, so to speak, is just having him take out all these other villages for some sort of personal gain for him. So I don't know, maybe he can be like the king or the leader of like this bigger tribe or what, I don't know, but I have a feeling he's going to end up killing his father, maybe even his mother.
I said his whole people, everybody. I think he's gonna kill everybody. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, my man's getting worn out. He's getting tired. You know what I mean? And he's a savage. He's a savage. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm digging it. I feel like the interior art is pretty badass too. My man, what's his name over here? Ron Garney has been killing it. I'm loving this, man. I've since issue number 1. I'm surprised for a book that came out that everybody thought that it was gonna be, man, because Keanu Reeves behind it, whatever. Man, listen, man, you gotta listen. Try it, man. Just try it out. That's what you gotta do. Ron Garney killed it with the artwork. Yes, I agree, my man Steve, man. He did kill it. So yeah, man, we'll give our grief for that one and later on, man. So we're gonna move on from Berserker issue number 3, man, and we're gonna go to Nottingham issue 4, man. Story done by David Hassan and cover done by Shane Connery Volk, guys. This is the next issue is the conclusion of Nottingham, you guys. It's the ending of Nottingham of this series. Might be series 2, might be another spin-off, might be something else in the works. But I know we haven't seen the last of Nottingham or these characters from Nottingham. This was one of my favorite reads this week, but I read it last week. I enjoyed how in this issue, we got to see what is the little battle between the little tournament.
Yeah, they
the
had
little
a tournament.
the jousting and all that stuff, whatever. And then you can see the way it ended. I think it's gonna end in a big battle scene or a battle issue in issue 5 between the hoods and the people in Nottingham. My man over here. The way
Blackthorn?
Blackthorn is my favorite character. For some reason, because you don't want him to win. You know what I mean? Because he's an asshole. But I find this character interesting. I like him. He's one of my favorite characters in Nottingham.
But you do want him to win though, because it's told from his perspective. So
yes.
It's kind of that juxtaposition of kind of flipping and making Robin Hood and his men the bad guys. So in a way, you do want to see him win. I thought this was interesting because obviously I forget if it was at the end of issue. It must have been at the end of issue 3, where the Hood was talking about Marion and kind of like that he doesn't trust her and she doesn't know the bigger plan. So obviously he sets her up. Oh, I think he sets her up at the end of this issue to take the fall as the inside person, and they basically arrest her because she's several clues at the crime scenes and she's done things that make them believe that it's her, including all the arrows that were fired into this guy's face were from the left-handed side. So and she fights.
She's left-handed and all that.
Lefty, so and then the earring or the brooch that was given to I forget who matches her earrings and things like that. So I think they set her up to take this fall. I still think she's the one that's behind everything, though.
I can see that. I can see that. I mean, I can see that from issue 1. But remember, issue 1 there was a little bit speculation back then. But I agree with you with this one, man. It's a pretty good read. It's more deep than just Robin Hood and just the good, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. It's more than that. This is it's kind of falling into like a detective mode a little bit too, with Blackthorn over here. So this was one of my favorite books of the week, man. I enjoyed this one, man, big time. You know what I mean, big time. Before another book that came out this week that I read on Wednesday, and it's good too. It was good, man. So yeah, man, digging Nottingham, man. And I can't wait to how it ends, see how it ends. You know what I mean? So we have all our speculations, but we'll see. So moving on, man. Moving on to Nightwing, guys. Nightwing issue number 81, guys. This is another good read this week, man. Story done by Tom Taylor, man, and cover done by Bruno Redondo. We've been talking about this book since what issue 78, right? That's when Tom Taylor has been starting this story arc. Dude,
78 has gone up to like I saw somewhere. It's like a $25 book now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, shit. All right, but I mean, nonetheless, guys, this book right here. And I'm calling it, man. This is the first appearance of Heartless over here, man. This character here that we've been talking about since issue number 78.
First full appearance.
First full appearance, yes, of Heartless. I dig this issue, this one here. And this one we found out that Shorty who becomes the mayor, I forgot what is Zuko.
Melinda Zuko.
Yeah, Melinda Zuko ends up, spoiler alert, and ends up being somehow, some way, Dick's sister. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The Graysons, they call it for the next issue. Is going to call the Graysons because of what happened and the situation she's working with Blockbuster. You know, even though it's out of business, she's still at it and working for some way. But it's a great story. I think that she's not really on his side. She's kind of like working with them on purpose because some background. She's going to end up working with Nightwing. In my mind, this is just me, just by reading it. It's just I think that she's just doing this to do something that Nightwing doesn't know yet, and the fact that his jaw dropped when he found out that it was actually her sister. So it's going to be different because I've never seen that before. I've never read a Nightwing story where I had her sister in it. So I don't know. It could be not just. I don't know if it's her first appearance of her sister. I could be wrong, but not just that. It'd be the first appearance of her revealing their sister. So you don't know. There's a couple key things. It's a great story. Overall, great story. I actually read 80 and 81 together at the same time earlier today. So yeah, really good read, really good detail. Love the artwork, everything. I've never really read a Nightwing story that got me stuck like I am right now. So I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, I agree, man. Of the super facts, you know what I'm saying? And listen, man, glad to see that, other than Batman, I mean, even though it's Batman family is getting some shine, in DC, man. Josh, what do you think of Nightwing issue number 81?
First of all, I would say right now this is better than Batman.
Yeah.
It was really good. I mean, I kind of think that Melinda Zuko is, well, you think that it's Tony Zuko's daughter,
yes,
who he's the one that killed Dick Grayson's parents. So after the whole battle with Heartless and he gets away, he goes to Melinda Zuko's apartment, and she's now been sworn in as mayor. Mm-hmm. And she reveals, obviously, that her father was John Grayson. Now, is she working against Blockbuster and Tony Zuko because she, is really a Grayson? I don't know. I feel like every time they try to throw a relative onto one of these characters that's been around for literally 80 years, it doesn't work. So I'm guessing that it's probably not going to be for real. Them kind of in essence retconning some things it just doesn't work usually. The whole thing going on right now with Spider-Man's sister, and it's just, I don't know. It's good for the story, for the purpose that it could serve, so long as they don't really have her be his sister.
Yeah, she's working for Blockbuster, asking for a movie rental. Yeah, Eli, that's before your time, bro.
You want a discount code too as well, bro?
EmW 10. You got Blockbuster code. But yes, I agree. Good point with that. With the sister stuff. I mean, you never know, man. If somebody can write it well and carry on, then break the mold with that. Tom Taylor's been doing great with Nightwing, so we'll see, man. I like the Heartless character. I tell you that. I'm digging that character. I want to see a little bit more to see what's going on with that. But whether
his mask, when you see his full mask with the teeth, it's freaking creepy.
It is creepy.
Yeah,
it is creepy. And like Josh and Broski said, man, who Melinda Zuko is really working for. Is she working, for the city, being good for Nightwing or whatever the case is, that she is working with, for the Graysons or whatever? or is she working for these crime lords, man, blockbusting, etc., whatever, so we'll see in the future issues of Nightwing, man. But this was another good read this week, man, and Josh was not lying. This week was a lot of good books that came out, man. A lot of good books. You know what I mean?
It's true.
You know what I mean? Be kind and rewind. Do you guys see the trailer? Yes, I did see the trailer for Titan season 3. And did you see Red Hood? Did you see Red Hood though? You know what I'm saying? All right. So we're gonna move on, man. We're gonna move on to the last book, guys, and it's going to be Venom issue number 35, Legacy 200, guys. Story by Donny Cates, cover by Stegman, guys. Dude, what a way to close out a book. What a way to close it. I'm gonna let my man Jesse, because Josh was the first one to read it, and he gave us the heads up that it was a great read. Josh, what do you say about Venom 35?
Like I said in my post, I think it's probably from a certain aspect, it's probably his best work on Venom, in my opinion. One might be up there too, but I like the length of this book. It was perfect. It didn't have a lot of action in it, which is fine, but it has a lot of the moments in there that you kind of don't really see in comic books, just the normal everyday life, between Dylan and Eddie, and also, the toll that him becoming basically the god of the symbiotes has taken on him. It's aged him rapidly.
Yes.
This is now, I think, the second time Eddie is aged, rapidly because of the symbiote. But just his interaction between him and Peter,
that was a good one.
Yeah, with questions that the questions that Peter asks Eddie are questions that literally, like, we as fans would be asking him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how's it like to really be a god? And like, are you really in multiple places at once? So it's cool to see, his powers, or his new powers. But you knew, or you should have known long before this point, that he was going to pass the torch on to Dylan. It needed to be done. I think Eddie, at least for now, has kind of run his course as Venom, and somebody else needs to take on that mantle. So obviously it will be Dylan. And I would assume that the next Venom series will be about Dylan. I thought it was really cool that they brought up the Maker again and Council of Reeds, which I'm thinking will probably be the villain in the next series.
Venom series, yeah.
Or the villains. So go get your first Maker book. I don't think Cates is very good at starting series and picking up on ideas that were never really fully fleshed out from years prior. But he's never, in my opinion, really ever stuck the landing on the ending on any series that he's ever done. I mean, I haven't read every series that he's ever done, so don't hold me to that. But out of the ones that I've read, he's never kind of.
Oh well, we're talking Marvel right now. We're talking Marvel, so yeah. Like, for example, King in Black, right?
Yeah,
that's what you're saying?
Yeah. I didn't like the end of King in Black. It was very rushed. This is being an oversized issue. It concludes the story nicely, and it ends on a good note. It's kind of cool to see that Dylan's Venom symbiote is a little bit different than Eddie's. He's got like almost like the Ghost Rider chains instead of whips.
I thought that was a good idea.
And just the little things like, when Eddie actually says to him, he's like, chains, really? He's like, I just think whips are kind of, or webs, I'm sorry, not whips. Webs are kind of outdated. So it's cool.
I tell you one thing, I do like that they took, because honestly speaking, everybody thought, Eddie Brock could die, and obviously, Dylan's gonna be. I like the way that Donny Cates approached not killing Eddie. I like that, and he and the whole thing how Dylan became Venom was pretty badass too. How the symbiote had this connection with Dylan. and you know, my man Dylan was about to die, and then the symbiote himself called it. You know, he made the call. He was like, I gotta save this kid. You know, so you know the symbiote, you know, took on Dylan, and now he's the Venom host. You know, so I really like the writing styles of Donny Cates in this Venom storyline. Definitely, the art by Stegman was amazing. These 8 covers were badass. His ratio variants were badass too, man.
It's kind of cool how though it doesn't fully end this way, but it kind of comes full circle, like with the whole jack-o'-lantern meeting. Like, that's how it starts this whole series off, and that's kind of where it ends it too. You know, he runs in, he runs into Venom again, and so it was good. I like that. I like how he ended it. I don't know how he could have ended it any better. I'm sure there could have been a better ending. I can't think of what that would have been. Yeah. But you know, I'm glad that this is over. Because I think everyone is probably a little venomed out at this point. I'm glad King in Black is over. It's time for something else to come into the light.
And they, like you said, they're gonna continue with Dylan Brock doing the Venoms, and my man Al Ewing is gonna be doing that and writing. And you know, Al Ewing was doing amazing work too at Immortal Hulk. I like the fact that those writers kind of flip flop with each other's works now. He's gonna my man Donny Cates is gonna be doing Incredible Hulk, and Al Ewing's taking over Venom too. You know, with different artists though. I want to see the approach that they take. You know, it's always it's always badass when I see a dope ass writer and a dope ass artist, you know, come together and they do amazing work. And it's this Venom run since issue number 1 has been great. You know what I mean? They have all issues were up in some of the issues in the teens were meh, you know. But the way it closed out, man. Shout out to Donny Cates on it, man. You did a great job, bro. Did a great job on this one. I can't wait to see, you know, what happens in Dylan's future. You know, let's see what Al Ewing has in store for him. You know, and I can't wait for Incredible Hulk. You know what I mean? Because you know,
that'll be like some of the first Hulk stuff that I read. Like I've read some Hulk stuff, but I'll definitely pick it up because of him. I'm just hoping he doesn't neglect Thor because that's another reason why I feel like he can never land an ending is because he gets so worked up going into another new project and he puts all his focus into that and kind of leaves this one by the wayside. So Thor has been kind of for the like at least this whole second arc. Thor started out so strong and then just kind of dipped, and I was thinking that was on purpose to kind of clear room for Venom and King in Black and the ending of that, not to have both titles really going at once. So I really hope Thor starts to pick back up again.
Yo, Josh, no lie, man. If you mentioned Thor, I forgot that he was doing Thor, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the point you're making. You know what I mean? That's the point you're making.
He's on like cruise control on Thor right now.
Yeah, and he needs to pick up the pace on that, man. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe that picks up again. Because when he was doing Venom and Thor, he was holding it down at one point, but then again, he just focused more on Venom. But yeah, man. Those are our reviews for this week.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's another thing, real quick. That's a good point. Also, it seems now after King in Black that there is just symbiotes everywhere.
Yeah,
and they're attaching to people. Helping people. Who are sick and things like that. Flash Thompson, obviously back from the dead full time, and he's now Agent Anti-Venom, I guess, or Agent Venom. I don't know what he's calling himself now. He's going to get his new series, that Extreme Carnage series that's coming out. So we'll see.
That was a good point, because when they were looking for the symbiote, he thought that these guys that were like trying to like go after some symbiotes. My man Flash Thompson thought that they were there for him.
Yeah,
right? And it ends up being these these humans. The symbiotes are attached to themselves to humans. Good point. I forgot about that, man. Good point, Josh. My man said I dropped Thor after issue 6. Yeah, man. Listen, a lot of people dropped Thor because Donny Cates is focusing on other things, man.
You haven't missed anything really since issue 6. I'll tell you that.
Oh man, yo. So those are our picks, man. For No Comic Book Day, man. But let's go by, man. I'm gonna give this one here. I'm gonna give this one a 9.4, guys.
Yep.
It was a great ending. The way it concluded was badass, and I don't think nobody else could have done it like Donny Cates. So I'm gonna give it a 9.4. The art was amazing, and what can I say? Stegman is the man, yo. Stegman is the man when it comes to drawing Spider-Man or Venom. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Josh, what you give it?
I'm also going to give it a 9.4. And I was thinking the other day too. I don't think anytime soon, but does this book become worth anything one day down the road? You know, I know everybody is like, the price for Venom 9 has gone back up considerably. Again, the first appearance of Dylan, but all of these symbiote books, it's not the first appearance of the human; it's the first appearance of when they get the symbiote. That is the bigger book. I think you'll probably have a little bit of a different case here because Venom has already existed. Unlike when Eddie when Eddie appeared, he was the first one with the Venom symbiote. When Cletus appeared, he was the first one with the Carnage symbiote.
Mm-hmm.
But will this book, also it being number 200, will this book be worth something one day?
You know what, Josh? With all these books covers for this issue, that might be the problem right there. You know?
I agree.
Also,
I agree.
But good point though. Good point. So yeah, man, 9.4. I know Broski didn't read this, so we're gonna skip Broski. We're gonna go with Nightwing. Nightwing issue number 81. Josh, what you give it?
I give this a 9.
Okay, fair. Broski, you there, Broski? Or no? Oh no, he's over there. Having a siesta or some shit. He's sleeping. I'm gonna give this one here 8.5. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9 also because the Nightwing has just been going good and it's getting better and better and better and better. The art by Redondo, again, his style is amazing. How he tells his story. He can go from point A, point B, and he'll just in the same freaking panel. Like he'll show you everything that's going on, and I'm digging that. I'm loving that. Bruno Redondo, Nightwing has brought him to shine.
Can you believe that I was at my second shop this week and not one, but 2 people said they weren't talking to me. That they can't stand Redondo's artwork in this book. What? And I literally turned around and like, are you fucking insane? I don't even know how you could say that. Like everyone's entitled to their opinion. That's fine, but I'm sorry, you're wrong.
Yeah, you're right. Your opinion is stupid. How about that?
Right. Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, Broski, what you give this one, man?
I give it a 9.0. It's a good book, real great book. And then back to what Josh said, it was dope ass hard. The interior is awesome. The interior, the covers, everything, the storyline, Nightwing, and then you got what's called what was it? Robin as well. What's his name? Tim Drake was in it. So that was dope that they brought back him for a little bit to help out and be like kind of sidekick with Nightwing to see that aspect without Batman. So it's a lot of story going on, and then you got Barbara Gordon who's being like one of those law firm type persons that's helping him because of the detective. They're framing him for the death of that kid's father on the last issue coming into this issue. So a lot of things happen with the situation where they're trying to pinpoint him for being a person that's stealing all the hearts for Heartless. So a really good story. It's something different, something I enjoy reading, and I can't wait for 82.
Yeah, I agree, man. So yeah, we get a 9.0 down the board. So we're moving to Nottingham issue number 4. Broski, what you give this one?
I give this one like an 8.0. It's a really good story. I'm like you. I'm in your category too as well when it comes to stuff from the medieval times. The situation of you see what's her name, Lady Marian. What was it? Lady Marian. There we go.
Yes.
The reason why I see that I think of Lady Maria. I don't know why because I'm Mexican, but Lady Marian, the situation of what she's doing and him. It's kind of like a murder mystery through the whole process. In the situation with Blackthorn trying to see who can shoot with their left when they did the archery. So it's kind of like it pinpoints a lot of stuff in the storyline. The story's awesome. The interior art by was it? I forgot the artist is Volk, right?
Yeah.
Shane,
Yes.
the interior as well, covering the interior. Shane Connery, really dope ass artist. Something different. I think we had David Hazan in there and as a special guest, and I can't wait to if he brings in another volume because Kanto was like that too. Kanto had like 6 issues and then it stopped for a little bit, but everybody really liked it that they brought a second volume.
Yeah.
So hopefully they does the ending with the cliffhanger to bring it back for another volume. So I can't wait. So yeah, 8.5.
I digs it. And he said, I never bought Nottingham. Maybe I should get into the series. Yo, Audi, we're not disappointed, you, bro. I'm telling you, man. So far, it's not been disappointing. Josh, what you give it?
I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I don't know if this is the lowest score I've handed out for this series yet, but I will say it's still a fantastic read. But out of the 4 issues so far, I would say this one is probably my least favorite so far. But it's still very, very good. It's kind of disappointing that this is only going to be 5 issues.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm gonna go 2 points higher than Josh. I'm gonna give it a 9.2. I'm gonna give it a 9.2. The story has just been amazing to me. We've been on it since day one. The art is just clicks so well. Like this dude, my man Shin Connery Volk, his type of art is like no other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like no other, and it blends well with this story. This is like he was born for this type of art, for this, you know what I'm saying, for this genre, Nottingham or whatever. And in the story, for David Hassan, just doing like an incredible job doing the story too. It is like Josh said, it is disappointed that it is a 5-issue series. But we had David, kind of hinting, saying that this is not the last time you've seen a Nottingham, basically. So whether we get a second series, whether we get a spin-off, or whatever the case, we don't know. We'll see in the future. But I'll tell you one thing: when this drops as a trade paperback, I feel like it's one of those books that you got to get it in trade paperback, because I feel like it's going to be worth.
Yep.
They're down the line. Yep.
Down the line. So just a heads up, guys. Just my opinion. My opinion. So yeah, man, I'm going with a 9.2 on this one, man. I can't wait to issue 5. I want to see how he ends this and see what's up. So can't wait. Let me see. They really need to extend and make a volume 2. I mean, we'll see, man. Man, I don't think they knew that this is a success. I don't think Matt Kim knew the success that
There's
they had.
no way. There's no way they could have predicted that this title would be this successful.
Yeah, definitely, man. All right, so we're gonna go to what is it? Is it the last book? I don't know if it's the last book. No, it's not. We're going to Berserker number 3, and I'm gonna give this one an 8.5. 8. I'm gonna give it an 8.0. I'm gonna give it an 8.0. I'm liking the backstory. I'm liking the origin of my man Berserker B, or whatever they call him. And the story from Keanu Reeves, Matt Kent, man. Yo, I'm digging it. I ain't think, and believe it or not, Keanu Reeves has his hands on the story. Like, he is literally a writer in this, and but definitely Matt Kent, does his thing too. But I'm liking the backstory of this. But like Josh said before, this issue right here is nothing extra. It's just basically an extended part, issue 2, basically. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I give it. I give it an 8.0. It's still a good read. I'm still down for it. I'm gonna read issue 4. Broski, what you say?
I go a half point lower, 7.5. I like it, but it's just like, I think it's just a redundant from issue 2 to issue 3. It's just a continuing, and I just feel like a vibe, like a Hercules vibe on this. So I understand it's a different character because it's in the need. Well, I'll read it. Of course, I'll read it, but I still give it 7.5 because it had to give me something that'd be like, oh shit, crazy ass shit. But yet the backstory is kind of a good read because you get to know the character. But I want to see what's going on now. What was his plan? And it didn't show us nothing until the very end when he had to go deploy somewhere. But I give it 7.5.
Yeah, definitely agree, man. And to go back to Audi real quick, man. Yo, listen, if you want to read Nottingham, I mean, listen, digital is the way to go. Whether you want to do Comixology or you want to pirate it, you know what I mean? Do what you guys do. But if you want to catch up to things, listen. To me, digital is nothing negative, bro. You can, if you can read it online, you can read it, bro. But yeah, Josh, what you say, Berserker number 3?
I'm gonna give it an 8 as well. Like, just echoing what you guys said, it just feels like I feel like they should have just made issue 2 a longer issue and put it all into one. Doesn't advance the story really any further. It's still good, and it leaves me wanting more. I'll tell you that.
Okay, all right. What is going on, Lawrence Valario? And he said, has anyone mentioned G.I. Joe 283? No mention on any of the channels regarding the first appearance of Malto, a Filipino G.I. Joe in history, and a black hat a hacker. Okay. Now, I'm not reading G.I. Joe, so I wouldn't know about that, man.
We'll talk to Manny about that.
Yeah, we'll talk to MannyNYC. Hit him up, ING. MannyNYC. All right. Tell him Josh sent you. Okay? We're gonna review the last book here, man, and it's gonna be Radiant Black issue number 5, man. Listen, man. This book right here, I thought it was gonna be shit. I thought since issue number 4 was kind of man, whatever. I'm like, yo, I don't know what they're gonna do with this character. Is a new character now is Radiant Black or whatever the case is, but total opposite. It was a good read. It was an awesome read. I'm gonna give this one an 8.5. 8.5 for Radiant Black issue number 5. Art, story, everything blends well. Story picked up from last issue. I'm happy. I hope to keep on doing this. And you get a new character, like we said before. So we'll can't wait to see what's gonna happen with this guy. I mean with this story. Josh, what you say?
I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I like that it's picked up with you know what's the kid's name that's Radiant Black now?
Matthew.
Yeah. So you know when the other kid was Radiant Black, it's a lot of self-pity crap constantly, and it was getting a little boring. So I'm glad that at least for now they've kind of done away with that, and it's a little bit more actiony. But again, there's a pacing issue still with this book, with this series, and he needs to find that balance between not too much explanation and not enough. But it's still keeping me interested. So 7.5.
All right, got you, man. So we're gonna go from 7.5 to my man Broski. What you gonna give it?
I give it 8.5. I really like it. I read it. I have hope for Nathan. I know Nathan was a little more lenient towards like Superman style, like I'm saving the people and doing what's right. And you got Matthew, who's probably the complete opposite, the yin and yang. So yeah, it's gonna bring a lot more different knowledge of what he's doing. He's more aggressive with it, and what he kind of like tells Nathan before this all happens. I'm gonna if I had this, I have like 18 different things I would have done, and 8 of them or whatever was including getting rich off of it. But yeah, I think an 8.5 is right there because we don't know what's gonna happen with Nathan, and then what's gonna happen if he's gonna keep the suit because I know he didn't want it. He wanted it, and then he didn't know this ain't for me. This is not for me. This is not what I want. Kind of give it back to him because of his best friend. That's the only person he has in his life right now that matters to him. So I don't know. I like it. It's a real good story. So we'll see what happens.
Definitely, man. So yeah, there you got it, man. All around good read this week, man. There was not a bad book at all on this list here that we have, these 5 books. So I recommend all of them, guys. If you was kind of curious, pick them up. You know what I mean? If you had doubts on Venom, trust me, it was a good read. It was a good read, man. I hope Indica does the job. Hope this Indica does the job. Right? Yeah, we'll see, man. So there we go, man. That's our reviews. Man, this week. Guys, stay tuned tomorrow, man, at noon. With the FOC that we do with CBSI guys. Josh makes a nice little list, man. Stay tuned and watch that. So you can, call your local LCS, your local comic shop guys, and get your orders in, man. All right, man. And I know Father's Day is this Sunday. I was thinking about doing a show tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern. We might just do a freestyle show. We don't know. Might invite a couple people from other channels and just shoot the shit, basically, So yeah, that's all I have, man. Last words and final thoughts and shout outs, broski. What you got, bro?
No. Just like I said, I'm glad we're doing the show. Like I said, obviously I might not be able to make next week's show because I'll be out of town, so I can't wait to go hunting and see what I find. But always a pleasure doing these and actually making me read more. So just missing King of the Golden State, just missing James.
Missing Pops.
No, just jokes aside. I enjoy doing this, and shout out to CBSI for putting this information and letting us share it. I really enjoy doing that, and really enjoying doing this as well. It brings more knowledge to the table, which I enjoy, and the stuff we do together. And actually doing this is actually fun because it puts me more just not the exterior of the book, the interior of it. So yeah, enjoying it.
I appreciate it, man. And Josh, from thoughts and shout outs.
Yeah, so I'll say it for like the 4th week in a row. I have 2 videos coming. I swear to God, it's not my fault. I've been waiting for this book from Comic Link for so long now. Well, not just Comic Link. There's another story behind it. But they sent out tracking a couple days ago, and it's just like they've just created the label and it hasn't even moved yet, so it's kind of pissing me off. But when I do these videos, especially, I don't even know what I'm going to call this one video. It's a haul of some sorts, but I promise you, this is like the most epic haul ever. On YouTube anyway. Maybe not in the history of comics, but it is dude, this video is going to be at least an hour long. An hour long haul, at least.
Yeah, yo, Josh, you know
massive books.
You're amping it up. You know that, right?
Yeah, dude, I'm promising you it will not disappoint. It will not. And then there's a spec video behind it.
All right. Well, listen, people in the chat, man, make sure, listen, he's setting up the bar. All right, guys.
Yo, Mike has seen some of the books.
I did.
And only some.
Yeah, yo.
And
he's not lying. He's not lying, man. It's setting up to see. Yeah, yo, dude, and it's not even. How many books you missing?
How many books am I missing? That I'm waiting on?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's one big one that is really holding up a lot of things. But as I've been waiting for this one, I've literally gotten so many more. So there's literally like 3 other big books that need to get here. And I just got one today.
Yeah.
So it's kind of been good that this has been holding things up in a way. But there's just, I mean, these are just books of massive proportion.
Yo, man. Like he says, the production on those videos better be on point. That was incredible. You know what? Yeah, for talking like that, you know what? You got a point there, man. But yeah, man, definitely missing. Listen, man, you know Josh, how he collects, man. You know, he's very particular when it comes to his collection. He's not gonna disappoint, I'm sure. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys, stay tuned for that, man. Hopefully we see that in 2022. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll be worth every minute of that hour and 30 minutes of a haul. You know, sometime in, you know.
You ever thought about breaking it into 2 parts?
Nah, because I feel like it'll take away from the epicness of it.
Okay,
it will be 2 videos in terms of there's the haul and then there's the spec video, and I don't even know because there's books that should be in the haul that will be part of the spec. So it's kind of is 2 videos because the haul would be even longer if I included those books from the spec into that haul, but those are new books technically as well.
He said, dude, I can't wait, Josh. And he got Dennis Lucky. He said, I already thumbed it down, says all the haters, LOL.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, somebody does that to me like instantly. Every time I put up a video, thumb down instantly.
Anthony, shout out to him. He said, great show, guys. Looking forward to tomorrow's FOC show. Yes, guys, man. Again, 12 p.m. All right, guys. While you're eating your little munchies and lunchtime, and watch us, man. Just watch us and we'll talk books. You know what I mean? Other than that, man, I want to say everybody appreciate that, man. My man's talking about chuletas, man. Las chuletas de broski in the grill. Yeah, boy. I'm hungry, bro. Where's my video, Josh? Yeah, it's coming soon, guys. It's coming soon. Anyway, guys, let us get ready, man. We got to shoot this video right now anyway, man. So I want to say thank you, everybody, man, in the chat. Appreciate you guys. I want to thank my members, my fellow East Meets West members, man. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, and you know, for the FOC video, and tomorrow, hopefully for tomorrow night, for our live podcast show. You know, I don't got nothing particular, so don't expect it. You know, any topics. Yeah, we're gonna freestyle it, baby. All right. So other than that, man, I want to say peace and enjoy the rest of your week, guys. Later.
Love and ching.